vibrato is so important. Important because it's cool, you know? Gives voice to your notes, okay? But there is one overlooked fact, I believe, that nobody told me when I was growing up as a kid playing guitar. And I actually figured out like 2 days ago. Yeah. So basically, you might think that you have only one technique for vibrato. I mean, your vibrato. I mean, I know there is the Stevie Ray, there is the Eric Clapton. Yeah, something like that. There is Billy Dean. All this shit. But actually, everyone performs vibrato differently according to where they play on the fretboard, because the angle of your arm against the guitar changes. So the way you do vibrato here, it's mechanically different from what you can do here, even with the same finger. So, doing vibrato here, it's technically different than doing it here. It's different. Still different. It's not possible to apply the same style of vibrato all across the fretboard because of this very fact that strings are placed differently on the fretboard. For example, on the first string, you cannot vibrate going down as you might do on the third string. Like, for example, here I can go down. I can go down. I cannot do it on the first string because it would go out from the fretboard. So I have to do it upwards, you know? Same thing on the last string. I have to go, I'm forced to go down. For example, on the lower notes I use only the fingers. But on the upper notes I use my arm as well. So I found myself in this situation that I could not perform vibrato on certain frets, but I could do a very pleasant vibrato on other frets. So I said, why is this? What is going on with the word? Yeah, I tried a way to figure it out, and I tried to stand up, sit down, and it changed. What you should do if you feel uncertain about your vibrato technique, you feel that you can do it, but sometimes you cannot do it. I mean, pay attention if you have certain frets that you have difficulty doing vibrato on, and work on those frets. And if you have difficulty on the lower strings, maybe your guitar is hanging too low, try to bring it up, because the angle of the arms is not efficient for performing vibrato. So what I'm trying to do in these days is performing vibrato on every single fret with every single finger, and see if I can do it. Okay, also not only like this, I mean performing it like this, you know, with every single finger, so it would be yeah, something like that. But also in the context of a phrase. So you have a phrase, play it all over the fretboard in every single key. I mean also if you feel like you can do a better vibrato at home compared to when you play in the rehearsals room or live. Maybe at home you're playing sitting, and it changes the way you perform vibrato. I've noticed that as well. If you stand up, the position of the arm against the guitar is different than when you're sitting. So try playing with these variables, just to pinpoint where is your problem if you have one. If you don't have one, good for you. Because vibrato is, in my opinion, it's a deal breaker with guitarists. You know, you can see guitarists playing around 2,000 notes a second. And in the end, they land on a note, and I don't know, that's not sexy, man. I prefer 3 notes and good vibrato. I mean, pro tip. If you're a lazy motherfucker like me that can hardly hit a note while bending, add vibrato to it to hide your errors. Like, yeah, it covers it, you know. This is off key, but if you add vibrato, yeah, your note will be around there, you know, nobody will notice. No, it actually helps a lot. I hope it has been informative, as someone says, and we'll see you next time. And if you have the guts, subscribe. Subscribe, like, and fuck this shit, man. Fuck it.